Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Give me a sound check. Let me know if everybody can hear me. Hopefully, I tried doing some preliminary setup. I ran into some issues, so we're gonna maybe kind of start from scratch here. So let me just say hi to everybody real quick. We've got Wick's wife. Thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate you as always. All set. What's up? Automatic Beats, Black Hat Team, Chuck Danger. What's up, man? And let's get it rolling. All right. So the plan for the stream is, if you guys didn't see, I put a poll out on X/Twitter, and I asked everybody. So I was thinking about starting up a little bit of a mining pool series, or just talk about setting up essentially solo pools on your home network. Nothing will be public facing. This will all be kind of running on your home network. I asked everybody what OS they wanted it to be ran on, thinking everybody would say Linux, but it was actually an overwhelming response for Windows. So typically, you do not run mining pools on Windows, but I understand it is a easier GUI platform to use. So I decided let's go live and let's see if we can get a mining pool running in Windows. So there's a few options. Hey Ninja Kid, what's up? There are a few options that we can run, and essentially we're going to be looking at like the cross-platform options, so that we can run those in Windows. And the one we're going to be setting up today is going to be NOMP, which is written in Node. Let me see if I can pull up their GitHub. And I've ran these in the past. So this should be relatively simple, hopefully. You want me to do a Linux stream too? I can. In fact, the system I'm doing this on, I was running NOMP on it today, and I reinstalled the OS to put Windows on it. So we can certainly do that. So NOMP, you're probably pretty familiar with their UI. I'm sure you've used pools that run that platform before. So let me pull up mining pool stats and just show you. Oh gosh, what's up, Wick? What's up? Hope you guys are feeling a little better. So let me pull up. I think Gertzel, maybe malted. Is it this one? Yeah. So this is NOMP. So you may have seen pools like this before that you've used. This is essentially what we're going to be setting up. Now, this specific pool is only running one coin, but you can run multiple coins on this pool. So we're going to be running this, or we're going to be attempting to run it on Windows, I should say. So I have not tried this. So this may be more of a technical / troubleshooting stream. We will find out. But essentially, to run NOMP, it's built in Node.js. So if you look at the requirements, all you really need to be running is, so the coin daemon, you can run the Qt wallets for these. They run the daemon for you when you open the wallet. So we know this will work. Node.js is cross-platform. We can install Node.js on Windows. Not a problem. Redis is going to be a little bit more of a challenge. And that is because it's not intended to run on Windows. There is a port of it that you can run on Windows. You can also run it in WSL, and you can run it in Docker. So we are going to attempt to get this up and running in Docker. Worst case scenario, we can always run this on a different system that we're running Docker. One of our Linux systems running Docker, or even like our Synology NAS. This is the database that's going to be used to store all the shares, all the pending payments, everything like that. So it's really kind of the storage layer. So what I have is I have a fresh system that I installed, or I attempted to install Docker on. However, I didn't have virtualization enabled in the BIOS. So hardware requirements, yeah. So it really depends how many coins you want to run. This specific unit actually doesn't have that much. This is actually a Gen 1 Elite Desk, the AMD version. So this has the AMD A8. It's the Pro, so this is pre-Ryzen. So this is the A8 Pro 7600B. This is a 4-core, 4-thread system with 8 gigs of DDR3. And at some point, I will probably upgrade this system to the what is it? It's the 7890K or something like that. The high-end CPU for this gen, which is 4-core, 8-thread, and probably 32 gigs of RAM, I think, is the max you can run in these units. No, mine's on Apple. Yeah, we're not doing Apple. No, thank you. So automatic reads. You can really run this on anything. I'm running pools on mini PCs. In fact, this is an FPGA that is currently mining and finding blocks like crazy. And it is the pool that this is using is running on a mini PC on my network. It's actually running YIMP, which is the same pool that like Zerg pool, Z pool, all those guys run. And you can see right now, my last block was a minute ago. So like 1 minute ago, 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes. I'm hitting blocks every minute. I'm hitting a lot of blocks. I don't know my share of the network. I haven't checked this in a while, but it knocks out blocks pretty good. So this is running on a mini PC as well. This is actually running on an even older mini PC, I think. I can log into that thing and see. I think that one is... I believe this one has... Yeah, so this one I have 32 gigs of RAM in, but this has the A9 9400. So this is only a 2-core, 2-thread system as running the mining pool. So hardware, you can get by if you're only running like 1 or 2 coins. But if you need to run a bunch, that's when you're going to want a lot more RAM. CPU doesn't really matter outside of when it's doing the initial blockchain sync. So first thing we need to do is, I believe WSL did not install properly. So we need to check that real quick. Actually, I might just uninstall Docker and reinstall it. That might be the better route to go. Pool payouts for which pool? Hey, Frogman. YIMP. Oh, yeah. YIMP's great. Love it. YIMP is the worst. It's so outdated. I do not recommend running YIMP. However, there is that FPGA coin I'm mining. It's on NOMP and it's on YIMP. So we're going to try to get it working on NOMP. Actually, today we might do that. We might try to get Groto and that FPGA coin working. We'll see if time allows. Mac OS pool setup stream? No, never happening. Never gonna happen. For any pool, what was your question? How do you set up pool payouts? So typically, yeah. So typically pool payouts, you configure depending on the pool you're running. There is typically a payment processor section to the config, and that's where you can define how frequently you want to run the payment processor. And then typically that's where you can also define the minimum payouts. So if I pull up, my hosted pool, the one everybody's using right now, the one that is shutting down in a month. So please get off of the pool. Move your Asic somewhere else, please. All right. So on this one, all right. So this is my pool. So there's this payment processor section here. This defines how frequently the payment processor runs. So in my case, it is every 3,600 seconds. And if you scroll down to each of the pool configurations, there is in this payment processing section for each of the coins, you define the minimum payout. So for Pigeon, I have it set to 1,000 coins. So that it doesn't do too frequently. And then for coins like, let me go to the bottom, Digibyte, I had it 0.001. And then coins like Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, they're all set low. Doesn't really matter because my pools are all solo pools. So it's going to be the full solo block anyways. So it's all defined in here. It goes by time, right? Yeah. So there's a frequency to the payment job, which is defined up here. Not there, sorry. Up a little bit higher. Somewhere in here. Right here. So the payment, like I said, the payment interval I have is every 3,600 seconds. Yeah, mining core is good. I like mining core. There are some algos that's not super efficient at validating the hashes though. And so that is why we're running NOMP today. The FPGA coin I'm currently mining is not supported in mining core, the algo. So that's another reason why I'm running NOMP. All right, let's get back here. All right, so that uninstalled. Let's try reinstalling Docker and see if it works this time. Oh yeah, you shouldn't, depending if you're solo mining, just watch the coins you're using. If you're using like the Caspa Stratum bridges, like the Bugna, Cedra, Caspa, those ones, they do an on-chain payout, and it's not an actual send transaction. It's more like a transfer, similar to how Etica does it with the Etica pools. Those, a lot of exchanges will not process those transactions properly. So keep that in mind. It's never a good idea to mine directly to an exchange. Yeah, the web miners. Yeah, there are still lots of web jacking happening with Monero. It still happens. You can mine Varus with iPhones. I just have not had a chance. Hey, Travelers Travel. What's up, man? Thanks. Have fun at work. Have fun at work. All right, we're going to try to install Docker again. I think what happened was WSL did not install because I had virtualization turned off. So let's see if... How much Varus have I mined with the phone farm? Oh, gosh. So I have a phone farm and I also have a tablet farm. The phone farm still does pretty good. It still does a couple of Varus a day. It does pretty well. I've been mining Varus since 2019 nonstop. So it's, yeah. That's all I'm going to say. The phone farm has been on since before I created that video. A video was like a year and a half ago. So I've been running those phones pretty much nonstop since then. I actually bought some more phones on eBay the other day. I'm waiting for them to get delivered. So Luke reached out to me. They finished the new code for the cell hasher. So there's a whole new basically application you can run on the cell hasher to manage, monitor your devices, everything. He sent it over to me for me to audit it and take a look at it. I'm going to try to get to that this weekend. So probably more to come on the what's up, Rick? Probably more to come on the cell hasher. Why are you watching Pam? You guys watch whoever you want. Watch whoever you want. I don't care. What's up, Rick? What's up? More orange pies? Well, I'm getting phones for $6 a phone. So when I can get orange pie 5s for $6, let me know. But yeah, there are some people mining with iPhones. Let me see if I can find that spreadsheet. I don't know if iPhones are in that spreadsheet or not. All right, well, that's installing. This is the spreadsheet for hash rates. I don't know if it's Samsung, Snapdragons. I don't know if they put Apple devices in here or not. I think you do have to jailbreak the phone in order for to get the miner to use all of the available cores. I do not see it on here. Wait, here they are. They're here. So the iPhone 10 gets 4 mega hash. I don't know about the newer gens. They only have the 10, the 6, and the original SE on here. Those are not great, but the 10 does get 4 mega hash. They're not ideal, like they're not perfect, but you can run Termux on the iPhones when you jailbreak it. So that is how the hash rates are. What's up, Amy? What's up? You got a master node on BlockX. They switched algos, didn't they? Let's see here. The top performing phone. Well, it's probably gonna be like what are they? The OnePluses. There are phones that get like 6 mega hash, but those phones are pricey. The AO3S is still a really good value for the price, especially if you get them used. The Orbic Joys are good as well. Let's see here. 5.3 on the P30 Pro. All phones use about the same amount of power. They don't really use any power. So here's the OnePlus. So the OnePlus 5T gets 4. If you go back to Panda's live stream, I remember after I put out the video, he did a live stream setting up his phones. He found one of his old OnePluses, and I want to say he got like 4 or 5, maybe even got up to 6 mega hash on it. It was one of the high-end phones at the time. And then the S20 Ultra gets 5.5. You love spreadsheets. And my phones are running Varus. Yep. Varus is the most profitable on phones, but I'm also a Varus fanboy, so I'm probably a little biased. But you can run Rainbow Miner if you want. YesScript is the other algo that's really profitable. So it's basically Varus and YesScript. I do know there were some issues with there were a few issues with Rainbow Miner crashing on ARM devices. I know that they were working through some of that. I'm not sure where that stands. I haven't installed Rainbow Miner in a while on ARM. Financial failure. What's up, man? How's it going? Let's see here. Let's see if... Okay. That is done. We're going to restart the system. Hopefully that works this time. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. All right. All right. So while that system's rebooting, I'll take a look, and we're going to be trying to set up grids of coin pool and also an ANOVA maybe. So we will see how this goes. Yeah, Rick. So I'm setting up NOMP. So I've got technically in the shower. Okay. I've got one of the FPGA coins, actually the ones I'm mining with the acorns. We're going to try to set up a solo pool for it. And we're going to try to also set up a solo pool for Grotzel coin for the Baikel BKG28. So that is the plan for this stream. Maybe some other coins. I also have plans to set up a AuxPal pool so that we can solo mine Litecoin and every merge mineable coin. So I'm gonna take the Gauss miner I have, the old Zeus Zen miner, and that I got from the Bitcoin Museum, and I'm going to attempt to basically solo mine every merge mineable coin with it. I'm just gonna set it and forget it. So I'm gonna set up a solo pool that can do all the merge mining. Why don't you let it mine to my pools? So I had hosted pools, but I'm trying to, especially when we get into the bull run, I don't want to have to deal with the security on the pools. And so it's a lot of maintenance, especially with me being tied up with my day job a lot and things that I have going on personally. So that's the big reason I'm taking those pools offline, especially the Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash pools, because in the event there's a block that gets hit and there becomes an issue with a payout, anything like that, I don't want to be responsible for that. So it's one thing running like the small altcoins. It's different running the big coins, because I think right now I've got Bitcoin Cash. There's a few big pools up there. So those blocks are not small. And I'd rather everybody run their own pool. Yeah, I don't want to host one anymore. So I'll help you guys set up. If you guys need help setting up your own pool on your home network, more than happy to help you set that up. But with everything's going on, especially everything going on with Dragon Ball now, with the Radiant Asics and them kind of working hand in hand with pool ops and marketing through that, like I don't want to be a part of that. So we are I'm going to advocate everybody to run their own local pools. And I think Terra might be spinning up their own pools. You have to talk to Hawk about that, but I think they're working on spinning up pools for their customers. I'm not sure if those are going to be public or just people that host with them. But pray more to come on those as well. Oh, King's here. Yeah, so live mining. There is zero mining core in this video. Zero. And I'm on the wrong server. Zero mining core. Enough for my orange pies. You need a rainbow miner? Yeah, no problem. I have a script. Actually, you don't even need to use my script, Rick. You can just, the latest version of Rainbow Miner works on the Orange Pi without needing to do anything custom. It detects the CPU type, it downloads, I help them. So it will auto download the ARM builds of everything. So it's literally just like you installing it on like a Hive OS rig. Will you make more using your own pool? You will have a better chance of submitting a block to the chain before anybody else. You basically are eliminating latency to the pool. So that allows you to have a chance of winning a block, have a less chance of an orphan block. And there's no pool fee. Well, if you set up a pool fee, it just goes to your own wallet. Yeah, Amy. Yeah, Amy, just ping me. We'll get it set up for you. Totally hypothetical. Hey, Amplifier Gaming, what's up? Hey, Arc. We are not Arc. We are not doing mining core. Definitely not. We are attempting to set up a pool, solo pool for some FPGA coins. So that is what we're doing. Let me see here. Let's see if this WSL is working now. Let's see if that works. King, are you still doing the interview? Aren't you interviewing a project tonight? Is that still happening? Charged by the cookie is what you said, Rick. Oh, Hawk's doing it? Okay. Still not working. Oof. All right. Let's see what's going on. Why is Hyper-V on? Okay, it's turned on. Why is Hyper-V on? I told it not to use Hyper-V. Wonder if they're colliding. See if this loads. Let's see. You're just kind of flex. Oh gosh. He's done to left eye. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. King, are you at the data center? Or are you back home now? Or the facility? Why isn't this doing anything? It's weird. Oh, you'll be there this weekend. Okay. That's weird. Why is WSL crashing? Weird. All right. Well, if this doesn't work, we'll just install Redis on my Synology NAS. Praying for a pump. You never know. Dragon Ball might pump them. All right. While that's going on, let's download Node.js. Get that installed. Node. And we'll try. There is a Redis build of. It's more of a port. We're going to try it and see if it works. I've never ran this. So this is essentially a port of version 5.0.14 to Windows. It's a little bit outdated, which is why I was hesitant to run it, but it's just the storage layer. So we'll try that one as well. And that will eliminate the need for Docker if that works. RxD's pumping. Yeah, I mean, it'll pump for the next week, and then who knows? Who knows? We'll see. I mean, they've been selling off like crazy, so chances are that RxD price has just been suppressed for the past few months. So you might see a big increase. It's quite possible. Yeah, this pool is actually pretty easy to set up. If you do it on Linux, it's real easy. I actually set one up earlier today. It's just people want to run pools on Windows apparently. So we are going to attempt to do that. Let's see if this works. I ran everything on Windows now. I'm a Windows Maxi. The only thing I've got the Ovalboard dedication rig on MMPOS. And then I've got the RX 560s I have on MMPOS because it's free to run 2 gig cards there. And then I've got, I should probably throw 2 rigs on Hive just to put them on Hive. Let's see. Yeah, it's a long drive. It's not bourbon. It's Tennessee whiskey. Okay. All right. Did it install Redis? I think it did. Let's see. You can't run. I wouldn't say you can run any pool. You can run a same difference. You can run a lot of pools on Windows that are cross-platform. It is running cool. So you can run Mining Core. You can run Coinium Serve. You can run this. You can run NOMP. You can run SNOMP. You could run what's the other one? MPOS you can run. YIMP is going to be hard to run. You can do it, but you got to do everything manually. It would be a big pain to run YIMP on Windows. Not worth it. We're going to be solo mining some FPGA coins. And Grossel. The Asic that I stole from Rick. All right, let's do... All right, so we've got Redis installed now. We need Node.js. So let's get this installed. We don't need chocolatey install. Okay. Yeah, I know. I know. You would think that they would ship them with Stratum. Some do. The new Decred, after Decred forked, they included a Stratum in the wallet that you can activate with a config file. Compatibility wise, what is the best one to run? It really depends what coins you're trying to run. A lot of stuff I mine are what people call legacy coins. They're coins that have been around for a while. And so for those, most of the big multi-coin pools support all the algorithms. Mining Core is really good with its support because it has Kapow support. It's got the latest Vertcoin algo support, Verthash. It's got Autolicos. It has Caspa support. It has Firo support. It's got a big active development community. You need somebody to hack the AL0 so you can mine Decred. Oh gosh. Did I ever get into Caspa mining? I mined Caspa at launch with GPUs, and then I mined it with FPGAs for a year. And then I've got a few KS0s that are solo mining all the Caspa forks. So I have an adequate amount of Caspa, we can say. Solo pool for Pigeon. Oh, that's the other thing. Mining Core supports Pigeon. So Mining Core is the best pool. There you go. Thanks for the reminder, Rick. EMP also supports Pigeon. Blake 3. Are you? It's a yeah. So what they did, financial failure. What they did, when they created the Bitstream, when Whitefire created the Bitstream for Alephium, they got with the Alephium team and they created a brand new custom Stratum protocol. It's almost like Stratum v2, but it is specific to Alephium. And so the connection to the pool only works that way. So even if you could hash and get valid shares, you couldn't submit them to the pool through like Decred or any other Blake 3. So that's the problem there. Oh yeah, you were using the Solana staking pool. You got hit with that. I'm sorry. That sucks. All right, we've got Redis. So now we can actually get the pool downloaded and running. But before we do that, we need to grab the wallet, or at least the daemon. So I'm going to start with, actually I already have it on a different server. I'm going to close this wallet. And we're just going to grab Innonova. We're going to cheat a little bit here in that I'm going to, let's do this. We're going to create wallets folder. I'm going to put the wallet here. I'm just going to use the Qt wallet for now. You can always just run the daemon, the CLI wallet. It will have a front end to monitor, yes. And then we're going to open and close this. Oh gosh, if I can. So Thunder works. Okay. Yeah, amplifier gaming. It happens. It happens to a lot of people. Like not just the Solana staking. I've helped other people that have lost their funds through just phishing attacks. It happens. It happens indeed. All right, we're gonna close this. And I already have a fully synced wallet. So I'm going to copy over the app data folder for it. So this one, we're just gonna delete everything but the wallet. And then we're gonna grab am I going to get in the block X now? Bash fishing, yes. Let's see here. And then Nova. And we'll let those copy. That's going to probably take a few minutes to copy. While that's doing that, we will download the pool software. Let's see here. All right, so we're going to go into the pool folder, and I'm just going to create a new one called NOMP. And then we're going to download NOMP. Let me find it. This one. All right. So we're going to head on over to their GitHub, and there's not a release package. So we're just going to go code, download zip file. This is going to download zip file. Nice thing with it, with Node, is it's all JavaScript. So you don't actually have to compile anything. So we're going to take the zip file, extract it, and then copy it over to the server. Let me go ahead and extract that. That thing is still copying. We can't actually copy it to the server until this is done. So we're going to give that a minute to finish copying. Where are we at here? Let's see here. Oh gosh, talking about the entity. Let's hear. Yeah, Hawk's going live tonight. Sounds like interviewing Telestia AI. Is that how you pronounce it? I have not even looked into that project. King, you're going to be live tomorrow with Davey. Aren't they doing Saturday morning? Are they doing their periodic community update thing? Their stream on YouTube? Let me see. Panda found the entity. I wouldn't say Panda found the entity. I would say the Radiant team posted about it on their Discord, and Panda saw it. Amplifier gaming. I mean, if you know his details, technically you can file a police report. Outside of that, there's really not much that you can do. In the past, I have been able to get people some crypto back, but that was mainly tracing to where it got sold, working with that exchange, especially if you have a hardware wallet like Ledger or Trezor, because they will pressure the exchanges to issue refunds, at least partial. Oh gosh, Solo Varus pool. You can do. You can. So with Varus, if you want to solo mine Varus, you can just run the Varus wallet and turn on mining on the system. It will solo mine it. If you want to run a proper pool for solo mining Varus and point all your workers to it. You can do it in Mining Core. Cedric actually implemented the Varus code. Now it won't do BPOS merge mining though. So just keep that in mind. You're only going to be mining Varus. You're not going to be merge mining everything. Let's see here. What's up, Scott? It's some dude from India. Yeah, I mean, there's probably nothing that you can really do. It really depends what their jurisdiction is over there. What's up, all set? All right, so your financial failure. BCH pool's easy. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm probably gonna do maybe a separate video. I don't know if I'll do it on a live stream of setting up a SHA-256 pool with AugsPow, which will allow you to merge mine everything. So if you're gonna do a BCH solo pool, I would do that. So that will allow you to solo BCH and also solo all the merge mineable coins. So even if you don't have hit a BCH block, you got a chance of hitting a block on all the other chains too. Let's see here. Man, this is taking a while to copy. All right. While that is copying, you know what? Let's just download NOMP on here. Be easier. What is it? Node open. What is the URL? Node open mining portal. It's this one. All right. Download zip. All right, we're going to go downloads. We're going to extract this. Yeah, you can. Hey, what's up, Joker Miner? Yeah, you can. If you just want to mine Varus, you can do it with Mining Core. I have not tested it, but I know Cedric implemented that code. You can also run. Actually, I think NOMP. I think the Varus team has a fork of NOMP that just has Varus on it. I can look at maybe doing a video on that. It just won't be merge mining. It'll only be Varus. All right, let's see if we can get this thing up and running, at least on Gertzel. All right, so once you have the NOMP files downloaded, you can just open a terminal. I think this will work in terminal. And do npm update and hope it works. There might be an issue running this. We'll find out. I do know that this failed in Linux. I had to modify one of the files to make it work. Let's hear. Oh. It needs get. Let me see if this will work. If this will work or not. We're probably gonna need get for Windows. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. Once I get around to that. It might be a while before I get to that one. Let's see. All right. This should get us the git command. Just one notepad. Okay. Sure. Okay. Oh gosh. Yeah, Panda, we're not going to talk about how I'm feeling, okay? We don't talk about that here. We focus on positives, Panda. Like how amazing Dragon Ball is. That's what we talk about here. How Dragon Ball is my new favorite company. They can do no wrong. They're in it for the tech. That's what we talk about. Dragon Ball Z. Oh, yes. Scott knows I'm right. Dragon Ball is the way. All right, let's see if 720p. I know, I'm sorry. It's StreamYard limited at the 720p. You know you're getting one, Panda. You're getting like 30 of them probably. All right. Let's see here. Let's try this thing again. I don't know if this is gonna work. Hopefully, no. Oof. Might have to close and reopen. Terminal. Let's try this again. Yeah, right. You have some ethics. Sometimes. Right. Please work. Please work. There we go. Okay. All right. This will download and install all the dependencies needed to run the pool. So it's basically, you just run npm update. It'll ripple through the package and any dependent packages and download everything for you. And then it's probably going to fail on the one file that references Git. Let me see if that's what it failed on. Oh, we don't have Python installed. That's why. Okay. Always fails. All right, not Mac OS. That's never happening. Come. So we're gonna have to close this. Yeah. This, so when you install this on Ubuntu ships with Python already installed. So that's why I didn't run into this on those builds. Yeah, Scott knows. Scott knows. Big facts. Big facts. That's it. Nah, virtual memory should be fine. It really shouldn't be using that much memory when it's running. Now, if you add like 20 coins, you might want to bump up virtual memory, but ideally, if you're running in the virtual memory, you need more RAM. You do not want to be trying to run mining pools in virtual memory. It'll be bad. A lot of people in chat would disagree with you also. it's easy to use, but there's issues. There's issues. Yeah, 32 gigs of RAM will be way plenty. You'll be fine. So in comparison, I think I actually still have it up. Oh yeah, so here's the hosted mining pool I'm running. Is only using 14 gigs of RAM right now. So, and that's running Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, IAM, PLM, those 4 SHA-256 pools. What's up, Alex? What's up? All right, let's see if this works now. I think Python installed. We're doing Alex's favorite topic, installing mining pools. npm update. Let's see. I got that. Copy's almost done. Your pool's using 9.5 gigs of RAM. How many for just one coin, or multiple coins? For the BCH pool, so you got a couple options. One is you could just follow my mining core video, the one where I set up Pigeon Coin node or Pigeon Coin mining pool. That one is pretty easy to follow if you want to do that one. Or if you want to solo Bitcoin Cash and also solo all the merge mineable coins as well, then this, what I'm doing now, is probably what you'll want to do. Yeah, so if you, Alex, the only thing is with mining core, if you do go that route, then it doesn't support merge mining. So it's up to you. It's easier to set up, but this way is also super easy to set up once we get there. And it supports the AuxPal protocol for both SHA-256 and script. All right, what is going on? Yeah. What? Why is it looking for Visual Studio? What? All right. What version of Python does it need? All right, let's go into node modules. Oh, it didn't even download them. What? Yeah, Alex, we can, after I get it set up, let me get one set up, not in this video, but basically the same platform. There's a fork of this that supports Oxpow, and it allows you to just basically all you have to do is run the other coin daemons, and you give this basically a list of endpoints, and it'll auto merge mine to all of those. Let me find give me 1 second. I will find the config and show you how easy it is to set up. I think it's this one. Yeah, here it is. It's this one. So with this, you create this pool config file, and then there's an array of auxes in here, and you literally just do a comma separated object for each daemon that you want to merge mine. So find out all the merge mineable coins, run nodes for them, and just plug them all in here, and it'll auto submit that Bitcoin share to all of those other chains. Amplifier gaming. I don't know about Telegram. I'm not super good with that. I try not to use it that much. Douglas asked, what's Luckpool running? Luckpool is running the core Varus fork. Got one that's not my wallet. They are running, what is this? This is, shoot, what is, 1 second. It's SNOMP. This is what they're running. So this is the pool software, and it's pretty much the same thing. If you noticed, this is actually a fork of what we're installing. So it has all the same requirements, and basically everything that we're doing is the same steps to get it up and running. Once we figure out how to actually run this thing on Windows. So it is failing on the multi-hashing. So let's do this. Let's do npm. So I don't know if it'll work this way or if I need to do the full path. Let me see. I think still. Okay. So that copy is done. Okay. There we go. Let's see if this. So these are all the dependencies that the pool needs. It's downloading and installing all these right now. And it failed and it deleted all of them. Ooh, let's see what's going on here. Rehashing. Find Python. Sure. Oh, it's not. It's not actually installed. Weird. I thought I installed Python. All right, let's install it again. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, we're going to let that download and install. While that's downloading, we're going to open the wallet. So all we did is we copied the blockchain folder over from another server that already had the full blockchain, because this is a coin that has been out for like a decade. And I did not want to wait for the whole sync. Okay, now let's try that again. All right, this should start to download the packages again. Hopefully. Let's see. All right, that is the wallet's opening. All right, it failed again. Fell in Python. It did. Why is it? Is it node? Multi-hashing. To install. Oh, really? It requires. Oh, that's right. All right. Looks like it requires Visual Studio to build it. Weird. Cool. So we're going to download Visual Studio Community. And hopefully this doesn't take a decade to install. Oh yeah, Windows is great. I don't know why it requires Visual Studio to compile the. It's Node.js, so it's all JavaScript. It's really weird. Always fun. All right. Not looking. So hopefully the newest version works. We will find out. And we need what? C++ or yeah. It needs. C++. Lovely. Is that the only one it needs? Just, yeah. Okay. So it's gonna take a while. It's 11 gigs. Gosh, Vista? Yeah. Leave it to use Vista. Let's see. I actually like Windows 11. I prefer it over everything else, but it's It's a pain. Ah, yeah, Windows 2000, first NT version. The link hash, why does that sound familiar? I have not looked into Blink Hash. I will take a look. This one I have not. Let's see. Yeah, I will have to dig deeper into that one. Yeah, I'm on their GitHub. Okay. Yeah, I will take a look at their documentation and see. Let's see. While that's installing, we can take a look. So they've got templates for Bitcoin Dash, Dogecoin, Evermore, Firo, Garlicoin, Litecoin, Purecoin, Raptorium, Raven, Vertcoin, Zcash. Is Vertcoin is this for Verthash or is this for? Sure. I was trying to see if this was for Verthash or if this was for the old Lyra. I'll go. It's Verthash. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I will have to dive deeper into it. More foundational modules. Yeah, I will. I'll take a look. Alex, Alex, I don't paywall anything, so it will. You think it's spare software? All right, yeah, I will. I'll take a look at it. I'll do a deep dive. I'll maybe set up a test pool, play around with it, and see how it goes. Maybe create a video on it at some point in the future. PowerShell. I'm not a PowerShell developer. Okay, I'm not that skilled. Okay, I have my limitations. I will stick to C#. I'll let you convert. I'll let you use Copilot to convert my C# code to PowerShell. All right, let's see. Okay, so this should be all synced up. Gosh, it's like this thing needs video driver. Okay, it is fully synced. So we're good on this one. What you'll want to do is you want to do tools, open wallet configuration file. Copilot's failing you. What are they changing the name to? Oh gosh, Gemini. Yes. Gemini. All right. That is still downloading. While that's downloading, I can talk about the config files that are needed for this. So there is a regular config file that you need. So we're going to just rename this thing to config.json. This is going to be the pool level configuration. Really? Just want to edit with Notepad. Okay. All right. So this is going to have all of the kind of like the server level config. Oh gosh, what's up, Craig? We are not creating mining pools in COBOL. That is not happening. You didn't get the notice. I scheduled it kind of late. I scheduled it after I was done working around like 4:30, 5-ish. So it was only like an hour before I went live. So maybe that's why. All right. So the important things here are if you're going to do clustering, you can keep this on. I'm actually not going to be doing clustering because this is all going to be running behind my network. Okay. Most of these you can leave as default. If you want to disable banning, you can disable banning. All right, hold on, I gotta see what Alex said. We have an event on the 11th, where then that's the changes. Changing the. They're just changing it to 365. Yeah. I will keep my comments to myself because Kirsten's husband works for Microsoft. So choose not to say anything bad about Microsoft. Okay. So Redis, this is if you didn't install it on the Windows system and you installed this in like Docker or Linux system, you would change this to that system's IP. Otherwise, you can leave that as default. This is, somebody asked me if there was going to be a front end. This enables the website front end for you and the port you want to run it on. So I'm just going to do port 8080. The Stratum host doesn't really matter. In this scenario, I'm just going to grab my system IP address, which is 71. So I'm just going to put that in here. This is basically on the web UI. When it gives you the Stratum host name, this is what's going to show in the host name for the Stratum. And then if you want to enable an admin center, you can. I usually just leave that disabled. And then if you want to do switching, you can enable this here. This is similar to what Zergpool does, where they do switching based on algo versus coin. So this would give you like a port for an algo. I don't do this. I leave this off, and I just run a port per coin, which is how it will do it by default. So we're going to go ahead and save that. And then the other config you have to do is in pool configs. And you have as many config files in here as you want, but for each of these, it's going to run a pool. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to do Gertzel coin. This is the one that we're going to be working with. Can you run a Stratum? Yeah. You can. You could just put it behind like a reverse proxy. That's probably the best way to do it. Is just run reverse proxy. If Max was here, I would show you how to run reverse proxy with Synology. But that's what I would do. I would just do it that way. And then you could just do like dynamic DNS map to that IP, let the proxy route it internally. Because then you could do SSL offloading and everything if you wanted to. I figured that would make you laugh. Okay. All right. So to do the this file, so there has to be a coin.json file. So if you go back to the num folder, coins, this is a list of every coin it knows about. You can add to this list. So if there's already an algorithm supported, you can just come in here and you can add the coin. For me, Gertzel coin's already in here. Yeah, HA proxy is good too. So I'm going to use Gertzel coin. So we're going to do that here. You're going to flip this to true when you want to actually enable it. The other things we need is we need an address. So we're going to go in the wallet, and I'm going to go to receive coins, and I'm just going to call this pool so that I know it's the pool wallet. And we're going to copy this address. This is what we're going to put as the address for the pool. This is where all payouts are going to hit when the block gets submitted to the chain. And then reward recipients. What I like to do is I like to just put that same pool address in here. You could do so this would be 0.1% pool fee. And typically you just want that hitting here so that it can cover the transaction fees to actually send it to the wallet you want to store the coins in. And then payment processing. This is where you can control how frequently you want to do the payment processing. Here you have to set up the connection to the wallet daemon. So let me just double check that real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So when you do open, I can do that again, I guess. So you tools open wallet configuration file. Just open Notepad. If you don't have these lines in here, you're going to want RPC user, RPC password, RPC port, RPC allow IP. You're going to want server equals 1. What this does is this turns on the RPC, kind of the server within the wallet. And this is the username, password you have to pass in. And this is the port it's going to be running on. So if you go back over to here, you're going to want that port number. So in my case, I'm running it on port 9001. This is not the port that is used for the peer-to-peer connection, like for node syncing. This is purely to access the wallet RPC. And we're just going to do RPC user, RPC password. And then I'll come back to that section. We want to do the same thing here under daemon. So this section's actually used when it's getting the work from the blockchain to actually tell the workers what to do. So you have to make sure you do it in both spots. The spot above was just for payment processing. Most pool software don't require you to set in 2 places, but this one does. And then here is the ports that you're going to run. So each of these would be its own stratum endpoint. And this is how you set up the difficulty adjustments. So for me, for their example, if you port 3008 has a static difficulty of 8, meaning if a miner connects to it, it's not going to adjust the difficulty up and down based on their hash rate. I typically like to do var diff on everything. So we're going to just get rid of those. I'm going to change this port to 3001. And then you can set the starting difficulty to whatever you want in the max difficulty. I'm just going to leave these as they are for now. We can always adjust these later. And the P2P, this allows it to do more of a real-time connection back and forth with the blockchain node versus doing a polling mechanism every so often. Not every node support these. So for me, I'm going to set this to false. Litecoin supports it, but Gertzel does not. So we're going to turn that off, and MPOS mode we're just going to leave off. All right. So at this point, the configs are set up. Our node is running. Now Let's see if Visual Studio's done. Visual Studio is 99% done, so it's almost done. Once that's done, we should be able to attempt to compile again. Okay, so it just finished. It's actually opening. Let's see if we can run npm update again. See if it works. Oh my gosh, Caspa pool. This is not a Caspa pool. We will not be setting up any Caspa pools. Actually, I did that bug in a video. Caspa is basically the same. Yeah, trying to Caspa Maxi. That's me. That is me. Yep. Oh yeah. I live for Caspa. Yeah, Craig knows. Oh yeah. Yep. Just counting the seconds until we hit 2 exahash. Can't wait. I'm gonna throw a party. It's gonna be glorious. What's not glorious is that my Caspa Asics aren't. Oh my gosh, that still did not compile. What? Whoa, that's a lot more errors this time. Compile source. What's the error? It's not a member of V8. Is there a... Really? Try this again. I don't know why. Okay. Dragon Ball. See? Oh my gosh. All right. I will say this. I will say it one more time. Hey, Metal Mining UK. All right. Since Craig wasn't here, I will repeat. Maybe if it lets me. All right. So, what are my opinions of Dragon Ball? I think the unit is great if it is what I think it is, and that is 2 different chip types on the same PCB. Whether it's a 50-50 split or a 75-25 split, I do not think they're different chips on each hashboard. I think they are a mixture of chips on the same hashboard with the control board accessing those chip types and hashing. What I am most intrigued about is if you can mine Radiant in a low power mode, if you can get that unit below 1500 watts and mine it with 120 volt power. I'm more intrigued by that than the dual mining Elf and Radiant. The other thing nobody has really talked about is that unit probably can triple mine. So we saw all that hash rate hit Kyla coin. But what we haven't seen yet is Red Block. So there is Red Block runs the same algorithm that Kyla coin was running. And we have not seen an influx of hash rate on this. So I don't know if they just don't know about this coin or what, or if they're running into issues mining this or what. But technically they should be able to triple mine this coin as well. Carlson hash, maybe not. It depends. That one really depends on whether they built a chip for Carlson hash or not. I can't really speak to that one. Like, I can't speak to Carlson or Pyron or any of those other ones. My take on it is based on how they were running, that it's probably Radiant, Elf, and potentially Red Block that those things will be able to mine. Now, whether they actually release the SHA-3D miner in the control board or not remain to be seen. It'd be interesting to see. Like, the way the Bicol miner works is they use SG miner. So like this one, we got a miner. You can actually see that they use SG miner, and they don't use a custom version of SG miner. They use the official SG miner, and any of the arguments or anything, any of the parameters that you can pass in SG miner, you can pass in to these chips. So it'll also be interesting to see what miner they're using, whether they built their own custom miner or whether they're running like 2 instances of SG miner or 2 instances of something on those units when they're running. So there's a lot to see. I think it's good. I know a lot of people hate that they're like, I don't know why they're getting so much hate from the community about these Asics coming out. Like, in the end, they put in the R&D time and they made a decision to sell them to consumers. They didn't have to do that. Like, that they could have just kept mining on them, kept all the profits, basically took all that income. Panda Progress, one PO Box. Yeah. It's so I have a different take on it. Like, they spent the R&D time. Let them, like, I get it. People are angry because they've been mining and probably tanking the price, or at least keeping the price suppressed on Radiant. But at the end of the day, every ASIC company is a business that is there to make money. They're in the business to R&D, create, manufacture, and sell. And maybe they recoup that cost by running hardware. Maybe they recoup that cost by selling it. In the end, it's up to them on how they want to do that. Like, and that's my take on it. All right, let's see. Why did this thing fail? Yeah, it depends, right? I mean, obviously they've been mining on them for a while. So it's, yeah, selling shows an equal rush. I mean, honestly, the other thing, like, don't forget, they started mining with them. It was literally like the day or two after the Radiant halving. So it wasn't like they were getting 50 coin block or 50,000 coin blocks. When they first came. Yeah. I mean, yep, they were making money, but they also probably spent millions and millions of dollars on R&D. So, and a lot of that R&D time could be wasted. Like, if Ice River, Gold Shell, anybody came out with a Radiant miner before they did, then it could have been wasted R&D time for them. And so that's the way I look at it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 10K a unit. Like, I can tell you, I will never buy an ASIC that's 10K a unit. I was hesitant to buy E300s at $5,200 a unit. and I am very pro FPGA. So, like, that is that is a lot. Like, I wouldn't even spend $3,000 on the X16Q when it came out, just because I'm not gonna dump all that money into ETH hash. I'm definitely not dumping 10K into Radiant and Lithium. Like, I don't care how good the Asic is, how much it was making a day. I would not dump that money. But that's just me. I'm very particular about hardware I run. In it for the tech. Yeah, Alex, nice. In it for the tech. All right. Why won't this compile? All right, we're going to cheat. And yeah, we're going to cheat. We're going to go on to this server and looks like I have it. Whoa, that's a lot of files. Okay. Copy. We're going to do a git clone on this. Name it nump. Go in here. And we're going to do an npm update. I don't have npm. We're going to compile it on Linux and copy it over to Windows. See if that works. Craig, thanks for the membership gift. All right, let's see if this might take a few minutes. This will install Node.js on this Linux mini PC I have. Because all the code is JavaScript, this thing should allow me to just copy over the folders and be fine. Let's see. Unix skills? Never. I'm a peasant. I only know how to use Windows. You should know this. Oh, Alex, don't get Craig started on COBOL, please. Don't. He'll go on a COBOL tangent. We can't be having that. All right, let's see. Okay. That should come on. All right. Now, I believe this will fail on a path, but we'll see. Is this the assert one? No. Assert plus. This is where I think it's going to fail. The bubble zone. Okay, hold on. There you go. Happy now? Okay. So there is an issue in the code for this. And you just have to change this one. Yeah. I think I created a repo for it. Fix the issue. See if this compiles now. Come. All right, this will take a few minutes. This guy go through and compile all the algorithms. And while that's doing that, open FileZilla, I think I'll be able to do this. Maybe. Oh, it's the wrong IP. There we go. This one. All right. All right. So that's done. So in theory, we should be able to take all of this stuff. Should just be the node modules folder, I believe. That's a lot of files. Okay. Yeesh. Okay. We'll let those finish downloading or uploading. And then we'll transfer them to the Windows box and see if they work. I have no idea. Let's see. While that's happening, let me find the other stream. I think Hawk is going live tonight with the Teleste AI team. Not 100% sure, but I think King said he's going live with them tonight. I'll turn that on. And let's hear. Make apps live. Okay. 10 minutes. Okay. All right. Those are almost done. All right. So we're going to copy all these and hope this works. So node modules, we're going to put all those folders in here. And then when those are done, in theory, we should be able to run node init.js, and it should start the mining pool and the web server and everything for it. As soon as that's done, 6 minutes. Let's see if this will. Yeah. Good, hopefully. Yeah, that's a lot of files, and I've never tried this before. Like, I've never tried compiling like those C++ libraries, which are used for hashing on Linux, and copying them over to Windows. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. Technically, it's both x64 architecture, but I don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll find out. Almost there. Okay. Asyncs there now. All right. Let's see what happens. So all the modules are there. Run this. Still not working. Yeah, not a valid Windows 32 app. So big num. I don't know if this will. I think I actually have to delete it. See if this. Convert to Visual Basic? No. I will not. Looks like it's trying to recompile everything. All right. Oof. All right. It did not work. It's still on multi-hashing. All right. The only other thing I'm going to try is I'm going to change the path and see. That does anything. I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think it's going to give me the same error. Okay. It did. It gave me the same error. So I failed to remove directories. Oh, weird. Okay. Did they work? I was actually about to redirect over there in a couple of minutes. Talking about Cass, of course. Of course, they were talking about Caspa. All right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get this thing compiled. Oh, there's a build. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get this thing compiled, and then we'll probably if I get this thing working, maybe I'll go live tomorrow after work. If not, maybe sometime over the weekend if I can get this thing compiled. So thanks, guys. I am going to end the stream, redirect over to Piper Academy. I know Hawk's going live with that crypto project interview in like 3 minutes as well. So wherever you guys end up, thanks for stopping by tonight. Appreciate it. See you guys.